This podcast is sponsored by Darling Eyewear. Activate your alter ego with Darling Eyewear and start seeing life through a different set of lenses. Shop darlingeyewear.com. Tell them Demetrius Lee and Angela Lee in the Lee Life Experience Podcast sent you. Thank you.
Welcome to a new episode of the Lee Life Experience Podcast. You have Angie and Demetrius here. We are your hosts for this evening, and we want to tell you thank you very much for whatever part you're playing in making sure your friends or family hear us. So again, we want to say thank you. But if you are new to us, welcome. How you doing? Don't forget, if you want to get your topics heard, don't hesitate to give us a text. 833-370-1608.
Tongue got tied up, didn't it?
Yeah, put relationship without an S in the comment if you want to be able to be a guest or if you just have a topic that you want Demetrius and I to give our perspective on. So, Demetrius, how you doing today?
I'm doing just love that honey bunch.
Love it, love it. So listen, what direction do you want to head today? I know you said that you was having some barbershop talks with your guys.
Yeah, I like the barbershop. Every week, go ahead.
Say that you had got some great reviews around what the topic was about the barbershop talk last time. About a threesome. It wasn't a threesome. It was about a man having more than one woman. That's not a threesome, you all. That's something different.
Yeah. Man having two women living with him like under the same roof as man.
A poly relationship.
Poly, that's what it was.
That's right. Poly relationship was the first Bible. And he got so many great reviews from it. Or when we saying great, I'm talking about good feedback from it, that he decided he wanted to do another one. So you all, if you are a guy, I am not biased. You go ahead and you send your questions in to Demetrius. Demetrius will get it and being able to take it. He have his own personal experience at the barbershop, but being able to do this segment of the barbershop talk. So Demetrius, take it away.
Yes. Yeah. They barbershop talk. We was talking about I had a fella the other day when I get my hair cut. He was talking about his phone rang like 2 a.m. and he is married.
Uh-huh.
Because he's in the bed with his wife, the phone rang, and she telling him, answer the phone. Well, he like he was asleep. So he didn't pick the phone up. He said he like he was asleep. So he was about sleep, but he heard the phone ringing.
Yeah.
So she kind of eased up on it. She waited till the next morning and asked him, who was that call? He said, I don't know. She said, call her right now. Call the number right now. and he was kind of shook up about it. And he said, he really didn't know who the number was. But he didn't know was some girl got a new number calling him. Yeah, because they can't have him.
Yeah.
He said he called. Everybody else the next morning. He called it twice. So that kind of interested me. And I know it happened to a lot of people, folks. And I want to get your input on it. You know, for like, say it happened to me. I was asleep. Would you feel that type of way? For my phone rang 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock?
First instinct is going to be a yes. Any woman that says no, Demetrius, I would highly suggest, that she's telling a lie. Because I know a lot of people have, trust in their relationship. But if your phone went off at that time of morning, and remember, your phone did go off at that time of morning, and it woke me up, remember?
I can't remember. You might do.
But it ended up being your daughter.
You not be taking that medicine. I be taking.
No, I'm talking about. But it was end up being your daughter, and you said you had texted her right before bed, and you told her to text you at a certain time because you'll be up going to the gym.
That's right.
But you didn't go. You didn't get up at that particular time.
Yeah.
So and he leave his phone, and he left his phone. You all. So I tried to ignore the call. I really truly did. I tried to ignore the call, but the call came back.
All this new y'all, she didn't tell me all this point in now.
So the call came back again. So ladies, what you think I did? What do you think I had to do? I had to get up and see who's calling him at this hour of the morning. And then once I realized that, I seen it said his daughter's name, and I was like, oh man, she done woke me up. So then when he get back from the gym, because he ended up leaving his phone, he get back from the gym, and I'm laying in the bed, and you know how you just kind of paying your. I'm laying in the bed, and I was like, he said, "What you doing up?" I said, "Your phone woke me up, sir. Your phone woke me up." Ain't nothing. And then so he looks at the phone, and he looks at me. And he might be feeling like that man that was on that on that video, Demetri, because they got a social media post. But on that social media post, the ladies, the text said had somebody text him at 3 in the morning, and they put WYD, what you doing at 3 a.m.
Oh
So the
Lord.
wife, yeah, so the wife saw it, or the girlfriend, and she said, "Call it back."
Oh, the same thing. After the old boy.
Same
It's
thing, but
different.
it was a
Kind of
text message.
the
It was a
statement, yeah.
text, and so he did a reenactment, and she was like waiting. He looking at, he fumbling with the number because he don't know who it gonna be. But end up being, I think, even in this situation, I think it ended up being a brother.
Well, hey, you know, I know women here in this podcast, man. I want y'all to comment on this thing. I want to know. I know it's gonna happen to people, folks. Cause I have been. I heard my wife phone go off in the middle of the night. It'd be
Hmm.
like it'd be a text message or something, but you have ding, you know, but it could be what would it be your Facebook message or something.
Your notification will go
Everything go
off.
out, but you have sign in the middle of the morning, it make you think. But at my age now, when I hear something go off like that, phone ring, first thing I think about
Your
someone my mom,
parents, yeah, our
her
parents,
or Angie parent.
yeah,
But I guess a person young like this people, these boy kind of young. This boy here was like in his 20. He can't be
yeah,
about 24.
yeah.
Like he was thinking what I was thinking. So I want people to come in and just tell me you've been through this situation. I know women gonna been through it, men, especially y'all women. Phone started ringing, but y'all be like, something. I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, all kind of stuff. You want to see what that man gonna do. You know how y'all women do. I'm a heard story now. Now you ain't did me like that, but man says women get out the bed, go to the bathroom. You know, try to wake him up so she can tell him, your phone ringing. You might want to call that back. But if the most men play dumb, especially the one who really know who it is.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, how about you? Have you had any relationship or know any friends that went through stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I go ahead and say, because I was notorious, Demetrius, for going through a phone.
Oh
You know,
Lord.
yeah, I was notorious.
I think you still there on the button because you got my passcode. Y'all, I can't. She go right on my phone. She get ready to take my phone. She's like,
But
oh,
no, I'm just saying it's a difference now than I'm talking about back then. I didn't have permission to. And I had a very, very bad habit of going through the phone, checking the phone, and
how you gonna do a phone with one lock?
no, there'll be. I think even one time you had came over and you had put you was intoxicated and put the phone code in, and that's when we had the cordless phone. That's when it showed the last number that you dial. So the cordless phone you hit redial and it showed
Yeah.
me those numbers. This has been so back in the day. This is when Demetrius and I was together the first time. And I remember, and I hit it, and that's when I was able to get it, and that's when I told you I was able to hear your um, phone
Both me what?
calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, your voicemails, and that's when the lady was talking about she was cooking for you, and I'm thinking like she cooking for my husband. How's she cooking for my Demetrius and I wasn't together, you all. But you know how you still feel that territorial that even though Demetrius and I was not together, I still felt like he was still my man. I'm still wearing his carrying his last name. So he was my baby dad.
Oh my.
Yeah. So little stuff like that, you look up and growth. And I remember I did do it again after that situation when I'm saying with you, but after again I had got with a person and I remember going through his phone, and when I went through the phone and I began to call numbers back, didn't know who the numbers belonged to. And you talking about feeling like a flunky? What that shirt that say you a flunky? I
Oh, I ain't got it on today. Back there somewhere.
but Demetrius, I felt so, I mean, looking back on the
How about
moment,
it's on my background.
oh yeah, I'm not a flunky, I was a flunky.
Yeah.
I mean, I had so many insecurities, Demetrius, that I remember calling the numbers back, and I was so embarrassed because people was like, because he did courier work, it was numbers to like businesses, and I'm talking about like
Oh
important
my.
people,
Yeah.
important people. And of course, I'm just like going in, letting them know like who I am. Cause Demetrius, I'm thinking I'm catching some.
Yeah.
I embarrassed him so bad, and you talking about somebody felt bad. And when I look back on it today, I realized the reason why they got in choose me. I had very toxic traits. And and I'm saying this because I want some women, if that's you out there, and if you don't trust your mate, don't go through a phone, because a phone will show you sometimes what you think it is, it really don't be. And like I said, I could have potentially helped him lose. I could have potentially helped him lose
Lost
his
climb.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, lost his job because I'm calling him back on an important phone call, and he has to talk to the secretaries. That's his job, was being able to communicate with the ladies at the desk in order to pick the lab specimens up. And again, I just felt so bad that if he had lost that contract, it definitely would have been because of me and my immature behaviors and situations. So,
Well,
ladies,
you come from being bad, previous relationship with bad people, been around women talking food, talk to you.
mhm.
Be with a man doing so you think every man like that. So you automatically gonna do that. That's where that come from. Go ahead. I don't want
No, I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm just only saying that when you leave a relationship, Demetrius, if you don't do any self discovery work, if you don't do a self inventory, which I encourage everybody to do, no matter what the situation is, if you don't, you carry that stuff on to another relationship. And because you do that and you don't get any help, Demetrius, I carried what I got from you. Then I entered into other relationships, whether it was premature or not. I
yeah.
went ahead and carried those same thing, that when the guy did want to take me serious, I was just so insecure, Demetrius. He just couldn't deal with it. It wasn't that I wasn't a good girl, but the things that I was doing was like constantly checking up on him, you know, not trusting him.
I don't know. I
That
can't deal with that.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, of course I'm able to say it now, but I'm saying back then I ain't feel that way, because I wasn't able to grow on it. But now looking back, and ladies, if this is you, especially when Demetri said these guys are in their 20s, I'm just saying that's how old that was the age group that I was in at that time. If you are with a man, do not go through his phone.
All right, the phone rang in the middle of the morning. What you gonna do? Go through it? What
Yeah,
you
the
gonna do?
phone. No, Demetrius, because it could be. What if it's your job? What if you have a dispatcher calling you and telling you
Or
to
you
be
gonna wake him
somewhere?
up? Wake me up. Hey, your phone ringing.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
probably do that. But I'm saying to get your phone and sneak. Like my sister used to say, I'm not finna scar my knees up to just get a broken heart. She's like, and she used to tell the truth. Cause women, Demetri, we crawl on the floor so we won't wake you, and get your phone. Be like Inspector Gadget. Yeah, I'm talking about.
I heard the time the woman had an iPhone. He was asleep. Opened the man's eyes up and put the phone in the
Yeah,
man's.
do the face recognition.
Yeah, man. What going on, man? With all this mess, y'all got. What wrong with y'all women, man? Hey, man, don't be lying. I know men do it too.
Yeah.
I know they be trying, but that probably ain't good as y'all. But go ahead, honey. But I mean to cut y'all. You just talking about. I didn't want to know because we was in that barbershop. That boy said that phone rang, and I mean I know pin the case people gonna told me a story like that. But go ahead. I don't want to say how
Uh,
you feel about. I like what you talking about.
no, I'm just saying you don't do stuff that Demetrius gonna make you be in denial. Don't be no sitting duck now. And the phone going off different time of the morning, and they sending texting, and it got attachment. Cause kids call it attachment this day and time. They want attachments, and it's somebody in their panties and bra. Scams are out here, so you have to. You remember that too, Demetrius. And
AI ain't too now. AI ain't too
Yep,
now.
AI in here. So AI is a beast of its own. But I'm
Yeah,
talking about, on our podcast group, that lady inboxed you and she said, how would you like to see me in this? And I said,
yeah,
Demetri, what that lady doing sending you a picture in her lingerie? You
yeah.
remember I said that?
Yeah.
So that was in the inbox, you all, and it was on our business page. So it wasn't like I was snooping for it. It was just there. And so I had to be mindful that, being able to look at. I'm not saying now I'm just, disregard everything, but I seen it was Demetrius, and he never had no conversation with him. The message wasn't even read. I was the first one because on the message they'll tell you if it was read. And then Demetrius, you remember another time that you had called somebody beautiful, and even when you called them beautiful, just Demetrius used that word and he just say it a lot. He just kind of throw it out randomly, and even when he'll say the word, what's your favorite word? You know, you called a lady in the restaurant, baby or sweetie or
Baby, I
something, and
say
she got
baby.
offended.
Yeah, I told her. I said, baby, yeah, what your name was? What her name was?
Yeah.
And she didn't like that.
No, she got offended by it.
Yeah.
So
Uh
that's
huh.
when I had to educate Demetrius and tell him that those terms are called terms of endearment. That meaning that you thinking very less of the person that you're talking to. So they was like, don't use it. But those of us from the South, we use it. I use it. Oh, hey, sweetheart. Hey, honey. And I have to catch myself that when I'm saying, even when I say Mr. and Mrs., when I go to California to work, I have to make sure that I'm mindful that even if this person 89 years old, I can't even say yes, sir, and yes, and no, sir, to this person because they do not like it. It's very disrespectful to them. They don't like it. So I had to be mindful of when I'm talking to somebody being, and I'm telling you, those things are you gonna have to learn, and you're gonna have to groom yourself on how to talk and how to be able. And I'm just only saying, throwing it out there on a business standpoint, but I'm saying going back to the research of a business, of you being in a relationship with somebody, you want to make sure that you and that person, if y'all on trust boundaries, then being able, because I hear men say it all the time, oh, I leave my phone, my wife does. Baby, everybody go through a phone. Everybody do. I don't care. Even if we don't tell you we do, we go through your phone. Even if she say she don't, I'm
Hold
telling
on, you go through my phone, boy.
yes, I done went through your phone. I have.
Oh
Yes.
my, y'all, good
Yes.
God
Yes, I
Almighty.
done went through your phone. So I'm just only saying, where you can make your mind believe some of the things that you wanted to believe. I'm just only telling you, for as far as now, I'm not going through no phone because I got the code to it, but I don't try to abuse that privilege
Damn,
of.
you let everybody know you got the code of my phone.
I do, and ladies, I'm just letting you know. You try that if you want to. Just letting you know.
Let you go, y'all. Let you go.
Ladies, I'm just letting you know that if you again, Demetrius is a package deal. So when you keep talking to Demetrius, I'm talking about those of you who friends with Demetrius but not friends with me. Demetrius is a package deal. He a package deal. I'm sorry. So if you don't like me, you don't like Demetrius. That's how it go.
Oh,
If you don't like me, if you like me and don't like Demetrius, we a package deal. We a package.
man, I bet you said, I ain't trying to go to the packet deal. Yeah, we a packet deal, y'all. Everybody know. I want to
Yeah,
get back
you
to
let
the,
them
but
know.
I want
You
you,
let them know.
I said be a packet deal, but I want you, I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah.
If the phone rang, it rang up 5 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. First time you wake me up and say, hey, your phone ringing.
Hmm.
And I look at it and I say, well, ain't nobody. Go back to sleep. Now, what the conversation gonna be then?
I'm gonna ask you who was that, and you say whatever
I
it
don't know.
is.
Ain't nobody. I don't know. And I ain't even come my contact. Then what? Then what we
Well,
doing?
I'm gonna tell you the difference. Like, let me tell y'all the difference between that. If you think it's a scam
I'm
call
thinking about me. You
or
think like a
whatever.
woman,
Yeah,
like
I
young
am. I
person.
am. I'm
Yeah,
not talking about you. I'm just
yeah.
talking about if you were a man that I was dating, and I went.
Think like younger person.
Yeah,
Think you like you young.
yeah.
You
I
can't.
came over your home, and me and you been. If we're dealing, and if I know you and I are dealing and we in a exclusive relationship, that means you ain't supposed to be having nobody else calling. But if you are, and you and I are just messing around or just talking and doing it, we in an entanglement, then I have to abide by the rules. And some of you ladies, you already know that this man is in an entanglement. He's not your man. He is your man when you with him. Then you can't get the same kind of luxury that a woman or a wife or the main woman or the wife gets. You that it doesn't work that way. But some of y'all feel so privileged and you thinking, well, hey, yes, he told me that he has a woman, but guess what? I want to play with him anyway. And if you're gonna play with him, then you have to be willing to play the whole game. You can't pick and choose. But these are the advice that I give my son. I don't care who the woman is. If you tell a woman that, hey, I got a girlfriend, and she still decide to say, I'm gonna talk to you, then you still have to make it. And my nephews, I tell my cousins, when you tell a woman that and she's still saying, okay, I'm still willing to deal with you anyway, then again, we as women, we try to get in. We don't care what we have to say. But guess what? All our end results is the same. I have never met a woman that has told me, "Oh, I don't want them." Yes, you do. You just can't have them. That's why you saying it. Demetri, she wants you. She just know that hey, you already got other stuff going on, so your plate is not like clear
I
in
tell that
order.
barbershop talk, get you going that way. You cut a
Yeah, that
lot off
barbershop
after.
talk. Yeah, that barbershop talk a pee make me
Yeah.
tee off before I have to be
Hey,
careful because my pastor might be listening to this podcast. He gonna say, Angie, what are you doing, sweet girl?
hey.
Pray for me, pastor.
Uh, yeah, pray for a pastor. Hey, so you had an iPhone, a man sleep. Would you open his eyes up and put the phone in front of him?
No, like I said, if I was younger, Demetrius,
We're
I
talking
probably
about
would.
a
Yeah, that's what
younger
I'm
person.
saying. If I was younger, because I was doing all that old other stuff, yes, I probably would have. But me at the age of 48 now, no, I'm not doing all that because I know what I add to the table, and I feel like if you now want to go and entertain somebody else, and you feel like that person, to me, a man, if you decide to go out and leave this relationship what you have in order to go and entertain somebody else, then Demetrius, you have to be okay with me walking away.
Yeah,
You have to be okay with that's who your choice is. I'm not gonna stay in. I told you the death angels are everywhere. I don't want to just stay in a relationship with you and you really not being happy with me. You just content with me, or you just have me for paying the bills, or you just have me to take care of you because I'm a nurse. No, that ain't how it go. Not when I know I could potentially go out there. I can either be by myself and still be happy, or I can go out and have somebody else out there for me that I can spend some quality time with who wants to be there. I'm not gonna waste that time up for you and fussing and arguing with you if you know you really truly don't want to be here.
but I won't get back to the phone. But my phone
Yeah.
rang. You make me call back.
No, I ain't making you do
That's
no
why
call
young.
back.
I hard to answer the question. We gotta get a young person.
Yeah, that's
Cause you can't.
exactly.
I know you want to
Yeah.
do it now, but I think you was like in your
No, I'm
20.
not answering no phone
No,
because
I told you do. I can go back. Remember me using your 20. If my phone rung about 4 o'clock in the morning, you've been shaking me. Call back, see what it is.
yeah,
Yeah, you did. I know
yeah,
you did.
yeah,
You had
yeah,
told me to
yeah,
call back that
yeah,
number.
yeah. And I guess what? I ain't even gonna debate it. I'm probably so. Ain't no problem. Yep, the answer would have been
Yeah,
yep.
I know.
But that's what I'm telling you. Now at my big age that I am now, Demetri, some of the stuff that I did, I'm telling you
You
only
shame.
because yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That when I look at people and I'm going through things and I stayed in situations longer than intended because Demetri, I ain't hadn't been with them kind of people anyway. But I stuck myself in those situations. And then even when I knew that the person was being unfaithful, Demetri, I still stayed, still entertaining, still fussing and arguing with these people. And I'm looking at like Angie definitely was flunky. Definitely was flunky behavior.
But you using that flunky word good
Yes,
today, boy.
I
You
am.
that
I
tongue
am.
that tongue flowing today, boy.
That's
Flunky.
right.
Your mama be proud of you. You know she love that word too.
Well, I'm just only saying I'm able to use the word Demetrius because I those behaviors of what I was doing, that is what's characteristic of it. I hope that somebody from this podcast that's listening in, that they look at themselves, and it doesn't matter about age because sometimes it's be some older women that still doing foolish stuff, and it can be some young women that do mature stuff. So I don't really think it's more or less on the age, but become age is growth. I can see the growth of me doing it there. I told you by being with you, I'm not getting ready to go out there and do all that licking. If you go out there and that's if it's your choice and you go, okay, I tell you what, let me ask you that. If my phone go off at 5 in the morning, what you doing?
I'm gonna go back to my young age.
Yeah.
I got hey, your phone ring.
What if I don't answer?
I be that dude. Hey, who is that? You say you don't know. You go find out. Call them back. I be that person. And I was in my 20. Yeah, you need to call and find out.
Well, what you do now?
Shit, I ain't gonna be able to get up. I'm gonna get my ass sleep. He'll be all right. Whoever call it. I ain't got time for that mess. But as a young boy, that barber had me laughing, man. I had to bring that topic up, y'all. And I know kind of go off script a little bit podcast, but sometimes man, you need to talk about stuff that go on that I see too. Me and see it. And when that boy told me that girl made him call that number back, he said he was so scared. He said, but he didn't know the number was for real. But he didn't say he didn't think it could have been an old girl. You know, she got a
Yeah.
new phone number, got a
And
number.
that's true. I mean, I can
Yeah.
see that because
But once she called him 2 or 3 in the morning, that's crazy. But sometimes it go to them. People pocket dial you. Now, they're gonna have a couple of people gonna call me in the middle of the morning.
yeah.
People I know, and that didn't mean to call me. I'm like,
They did it
damn,
recently to you in this past weekend.
is somebody having sex or something going on? I ain't no call me that time of morning like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people have done it.
Yeah.
But I hear them snoring. I can tell they sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody, I don't know anybody ever called me into
Man,
it.
wait a minute. Look what you just said. You hear him
What?
snoring. How they pocket dial? So how they gonna pocket dial if they
They could
snore?
have rolled on the phone.
So
Mr.
yeah,
Bay, he had to. Because he
yeah,
was asleep. It was a
yeah,
man. He was like a head snoring, so he had to roll. The phone up in the bed with him, must have rolled on
yeah,
top of it or something. He had to.
yeah,
When I first saw it, I said, well, he caught me. I thought something wrong with him. But he was asleep. But you know.
yeah. I just think that again, age come maturity. Maturity comes with age, and being able to be. I'm not telling nobody to take nothing and be disrespectful with, but don't make a phone or your be your whole life because again, people can call you and Demetrius know. I mean, I just went to Verizon and got me a new iPhone, and the man told me, "Thank you for being a loyal customer." And I said, "Can you tell me how long I've been with you all?" He said, 20 years. 20 years. So that means my phone number been at least the same for at least the whole 20 years. So do you think that people name and number not in my phone? And when I'm saying that is the only way that people name and number are not in my phone is because if it didn't transfer, if it stopped and not transferred. So when you go and get a phone, now Demetrius, they hit a like a little app thing, and because you used to have to like kind of like download it or something. But the
Yeah.
guy was able to transfer it and transfer my pictures. I had over 4,000 pictures in my phone, Demetrius. Yeah, sure did.
Oh my.
Yeah, so let me see what my call log is. Let me see how many people on this call log. Cause it's like I'm sure. Oh, this here's evident. This my this probably cause it's my content phone. It don't have many numbers in there. It said 148 because people don't have that number. But my other phone, that's just cause it's my content phone. So many people don't have that number there. But I can pretty much tell you anything in this phone is gonna be business related. That even on my other phone, that number has been the same for 20 years. 20. So that
Well,
means
what tell me to ring over in the morning, I should be worried about it. It's been 20 years.
no, I'm just saying my number hasn't changed. So it can't be one of those things that you say, well, Andrew, you just got that phone number. How did such get your number? That's what I'm talking about.
Uh, uh,
I ain't worried about none of the other stuff. I'm just saying I done had the same phone number. So even the 10 years that you and I was apart, I had the same number. So when we got back together these 7 years, I had the same number. That's what I'm
hey,
saying.
I'm gonna come back to another topic. Come on, just take a break. Come
Yeah.
back. All
Okay.
right.
This is the Lee Life Experience Podcast. Hi, we're back. Listen, we are the Lead Life Experience Podcast. If you are just tuning in, we want to catch you up, and we catching up. We're talking to Mr. Demetrius Lee as he break down the barbershop talk, and this is where he goes in to get his haircut. And anybody who's in the haircut, whatever topic they talking about today, Demetrius is bringing it to the podcast in order to get my reaction about it.
And I asked him
And
before I do it for permission. He said, "Yeah, I don't care, man. It want to know too. So, fellas, I'm giving you what you want. Go on, but I'm doing what you tell me to
yeah,
do."
so and listen, put some dialogue there. Create a dialogue about this whatever the topic. So again, you want to be able to do that by texting 833-370-1608. Put relationships in that comment so we'll know exactly that you want to stay joined with us. But if you want to come on and get your topics heard, so listen in, is Demetrius to go ahead and break down the next subject to this particular topic or the
Well,
subtopic.
well, I'm gonna get them catch up. Like I said earlier, the barber shop we were talking about. A friend of mine Well, he ain't say a friend of mine. He a young man. I just know him from the barbershop, and he was saying that his phone rang like 2 in the morning. This girl, heard it, but he was asleep. He didn't mess with it. He said he woke up in that morning. She wanted to call the number back. So cause he didn't know the number, but he was still scared to call her back. But he called, and the person who it was never picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So we were trying to see how y'all women and men felt about that. So I want y'all to comment on the podcast. Share and I want to know. I want to know y'all thinking on it. I'm just curious because it's all like a conversation. Women, y'all do the same thing in the beauty salon, so barbershop. All right. The another thing, my man came up. He said the same dude said his girl, she wants to share a location with him.
Mm-hmm.
To location, and y'all, what that mean is she want to know where he go and he know where she go with the phone. I mean, like she can see where he at and he see where she at. Now me, I ain't no problem with me because I ain't gonna do that. I ain't doing that. So I don't bother me. So a younger person, if you a good husband, a good wife, it shouldn't be a problem to me. I don't think it should be a problem. 100 bucks, I say, I know what I'm doing. So I ain't doing that. So but if it's a problem with somebody, if it's a problem, evidently the person must got something going on. They're worried about it. That's what I would say. What you saying,
Okay,
like,
Demetrius, do I have your location?
no, you don't have it.
Oh,
But you can get it. You wanted to. I ain't got no problem
okay,
with it.
but you doing all this talking though, right? You doing all this talking, but
I don't. The barbershop man said it.
I'm just
But you
asking
can
a
give me.
question. I'm just
Yeah,
asking a
but I'm
question.
saying, no, I ain't got no problem with it. But you never asked me for mine. His girl asked for his. And I don't think he had a.
But do you think she should ask? Do you think she should ask for
Is she gonna get her? And she got some insecurity, and it make her
it?
feel better. And he doing. I get to it, make her feel better. I wouldn't give a shit. I would
Okay.
give it to her.
Well, my thing is,
I told him. Matter of fact, I told him that.
you
Now I
told
can't. He probably said, "Is this man, old man, crazy? I ain't giving her nothing." No, I don't know what this young boy doing. I'm just saying that's what I told him. So go ahead.
well, I'm just only saying that Demetrius talking with Demetrius. Demetrius and I don't have each other location, but our son does. And my son has my location really because he the one that understands the map better than his dad did. Demetrius wasn't quite abreast to it. He know how to do it now, but at first he didn't know how to read. Because it went it was just a bunch of jumble to him. But that's the reason why. So for us, our son has both our locations. So if it's anything that need to be said between either one of us, then our son is the go-to person. Do you have key to location, Mitchell?
Yeah,
Oh, you do?
yeah. I
Okay.
got. We didn't kid both of my kids.
Yeah, so he have his key. He have his kids, and then our
I
son.
ain't got my white location. I let me hear yo, baby. Ain't no problem with it.
No,
Hey, hey, you have mine. I mean, hey, but y'all young people, I mean, y'all in the park, how y'all women feel about that? I wonder how you feel about it.
no. My thing is, that you remember when I asked you for your location like a long time ago?
I
And when
can't
I say
remember.
a long time ago, and I just never did like bother because you go to work at a certain time and you come home, so you normally supposed to be where you supposed to be. So that's the reason why I have never worried about their location.
But that can go both ways. Some people want your location because they're concerned like something happened to you. And some like
Yeah,
it's insecurity.
yeah.
Now, the one that worrying about something happening to me, I don't mind them getting my location. But
But
somebody want
that's
my
what I'm
location to
saying.
keep her with me. No,
But
I
that's
ain't
what
been
I'm
doing it.
saying. I don't have to necessarily need yours, and that's why I have not worried about having your location because our son has. It. If it's something that I need you for, I say we have you checked on your dad, and he'll say whatever he's gonna say. For me, if it's me that needs help, just like you needed to come to my job because you left your keys or something in my car, whatever you did, you needed to know how to get to me. You got to me.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, if I know that if it's after a certain time, if it's after 6 and 7 o'clock, I know Demetrius supposed to be in his route on the way home. If Demetrius is I'm just gonna use a scenario that you're not at home. Say it's like 9 or 10 o'clock, and Demetri, you're not at home, and your phone off, and Junior can't get in touch with you. He can't. Like my mom put looking up his location, but I can't find it. Or you done cut it off, or took him off, or whatever. That
You
was
cut it out. You cut it out the location. You can't find it there.
I think it still can pick up on the location, but I think it can't. Now, like I said, I don't know because that's again, you always have been where you supposed to be, so or where I thought you was. So I haven't had to do that. So I can't speak for the people that's out there in the world that's living a life that we once did.
How about women? I mean, people, you've been around women. You said they get a
Yeah.
location they man. You said they would do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't really hang around the two friends that I had. Like I told you, they didn't have a steady boyfriend.
Yeah.
So they ain't have nobody to share the location with.
I got a couple friends in my house. I think my male friend do it. I don't know. They might be doing it. They get the location.
Mm.
I mean, people working my job. I mean, it ain't no big. I know a
But
couple people job got
your
that.
close friends, Demetrius, all of them married, so I'm sure they got the location.
Yeah, I'm saying, but a couple people my job they mad, but it's like normal. I see a lot of relationship. I'm telling you, it's like normal for my job now.
Yeah.
I see men getting that location their wife, and somebody came in giving a hand because some men gonna lose their phones. I done that on that job, and they call my phone. The woman tell me where's that. We go back and find the phone.
Yeah.
So it worked out good in some cases. But I just wonder how people thought about it because that boy, that boy, I tell you, he didn't like that too hot. You be your sister get her location. Your mama, would you share a location with a man? They do it.
My mama?
Your mama, your sister, they would do it.
Yeah. I mean, cause what they doing? She is and it probably ain't gonna.
I know they ain't doing that, but
No, I'm talking about.
it's
It's
just
probably don't even.
ideal. I think more the ideal of it. Guys, people told me that they ain't doing nothing. Why? Man, I don't keep what? She keep it where I'm going. Where are you going? You're not doing that. I don't even
Exactly.
get it. I mean, I know this people I'm talking about. They ain't with it. I guess the ideal, I guess the time. She know what time we went to the store, how long we got to come out. I think that's what they talking about. They ain't thinking about no other stuff. But I've just got, after the barbershop talk, I just wanted to see, your input or maybe your friends' input on it that you've been around in the past. It never came up. You said it really never came up.
Mm-mm. No, because if they dating, they don't. I mean, they if they're dating, they don't have anybody that's serious enough to be worried about them on the sharing no location. I do tell my friends like the one that was like dating and talking to all these different people and traveling around. I say, girl, you better show your location with somebody. You don't go and meet these strangers and you don't know them. Again, I'm guilty of being on chat lines like and stuff like that back in the day. But Demetrius, that same little Angie, I am terrified now. You see how terrified I am when the homeless people was coming up, walking in. It was a man and a woman. You're not gonna catch me slipping, being in your territory. You see how scared I was on the MARTA train. I am scary, you all. You don't even have to worry about it. You just tell me, and I will abide by your rules. Whatever you want, if I have it, you gonna go. Yes, sir.
No, I just say the model try. I thought you say you want to ride it again.
No, I'm not riding. That's what I'm saying. I leave people alone. Leave the people in their space. If that's their space, they don't have to worry about me doing it.
That's their
I told you.
they call it that's their territory.
Well, that's their territory, and I don't. And you see what I did last night, right? I don't. I know survival. And I know I'm a wimp when it comes to being out there just scrounging around or whatever the word is that they say. Being out there just,
Well, you might need to say you got to show your location. But keep up with you. Would that be a good idea?
nah, you don't need no location.
Oh, really, honey bun? What we doing now? Oh,
I didn't know you
hey.
want no location. Do you want the
I didn't want
location?
that. I didn't say.
Oh, okay. I ain't. I
I
gonna
didn't
say you
say.
putting on for the lead life
No,
experience because you
you
ain't
said people
never
out there
asked
running
me.
around like you need to say you look at somebody know where you at. You know,
No, if they take your phone, what can you do? When the people took my phone from the airport, what could you do?
how about that thing you said you had the air tag thing?
Yeah, but what about it? I got it
In
in
your
my
keychain
purse.
purse.
Yeah, I got it in my purse.
Oh,
That's what I'm telling you.
So you need to tell me how, somehow I track you down. So you should show me how to work that. And somehow might be in your purse. You might get, like you just might
Yeah,
could
you got. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to download the app. You need to buy you some things that you know you lose, like your wallet. You need that in there so you can track it. If you leave it in on the plane, I mean on the bus or at your job, just like I left my water bottle. I know now that's the second time I have did that, so I need to put me an air tag on there so I can start getting it, so it can start alarming. Cause I'm always leaving it. But I know I was working out, so I know the last place that I had it. I just
yeah.
can't see that if I was in that seat, how did I walk away from leaving it, in that seat, but I picked my crossbody up. I don't know.
So I know we end this up real quick. I mean, not right now, but I'm saying I just want to say I don't want to know how women out here listen to this podcast, how y'all feel about sharing your location with your husband. I know your mind do with your kid. I want to know how men share your location with your wife. I want to know how y'all feel about it. And I want to know y'all that had an experience. People been through that you heard that did that, had a bad experience with that. Because you got to be a fool. If somebody give you his location, you got to be a complete idiot and be somewhere you don't supposed to be at. Would you agree on the bunch?
I totally agree.
Yeah, but
I
you know,
totally agree.
I ain't saying not to walk. I know some people don't care about that. They'll still do it. They might be waiting to get there. Tell them come on in the house with them, wherever they at. I don't know, Honey Bunch. I don't know. But yeah,
Mhm.
this segment here, that's what I want to talk about. Barbershop talk with it because the boy was talking about it, and it kind of caught my attention. And it just it just thing about the phone call, people calling in the middle of the night. So I just want everybody just who listens to the podcast text, send a text in, like Andy say, and comment on it. I mean, I tell them, say you send the wrong thing. Andy. Comment on it and let me know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts on it. All right, but you can close it out then. I just want to run that by them and see how they felt about it.
Okay. Listen here, you all. This is the Lead Life Experience Podcast. We want to tell you thank you so very much for tuning in, but we would love to hear your advice or what would you have as your tips. And we want
And
to
stay
hear
around
it.
for the barbershop. I'm
Yeah.
going to get my haircut the week, but I can have some more for them. Go ahead, honey
Yeah.
bun.
So, no, I'm just saying we want you to create some dialogue. So either you for it, sharing getting your location up to your spouse or your significant other, or are you in disagreement with it? Like hell to the no, no, no. Then we want to hear what your reason is for the reason why you are sharing your location or the reason why you don't share your location. So please write in the comments, share it or text it. We would love to know.
Tag in it. I want to know because
Yeah,
I'm
we
curious
just
about the thing.
that's right. We want to know how many
Top of
people.
there, sharing your location and your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend phone ring 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. What you gonna do when that phone ring? I want to know.
That
I want to know, honey bunch.
remind me, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they
Oh
come
Lord,
for you,
now
bad
you
boy?
go way back, honey bunch.
No, you all. In all honesty, we know Demetrius and I. These are real topics that people are experiencing.
Yeah, they talk
If
about it. I'm just
Yeah,
bringing
that's what I
y'all.
said. They
I
experience
ain't
it.
making it up. It coming from people
Yeah.
who going in
So,
life.
and depending on where you are in your relationship, Demetrius and I are a little more veteran and a little more seasoned. And I'm saying that things like that is not a big thing to us because if we know that if somebody start doing something opposite, say I start hanging out, say I start working later and not coming home, those are the red flags and indicators. Like, hey, I might need to investigate. But if you're doing everything like Demetrius saying, if you're doing things that you're supposed to do, then certainly some of these conversations or these insecurities can be nipped in the bud. But when you make yourself trustworthy, that's the reason why Demetrius and I haven't had these conversations or issue is because the trust is there. But if the trust wasn't there, I promise you it would be a big thing worrying about location, answering the phone on the first ring, and doing all that. But people don't want a dictator. People don't want anybody in their life that's got that's gonna be nagging and not trusting and being somebody that's aggravating. If you want to be in a relationship, you want it to be a mutual relationship, and you want it to go both ways. You want what you sending out, you want to receive that. So you all be mindful of that. If you are the ones checking phones, if you are the ones going through a text, if you are the ones, waiting every time the phone going off at a certain different time, and listen, and I'm gonna say this part because Demetrius said something about we didn't address it. AI is a thing. AI has this, on the recent news, this lady thought her child was kidnapped. And
Yeah.
AI, they grabbed that lady, the
Child
AI
voice.
voice, the child voice. They mimicked the child voice. And the lady thought her child was not at school, and her child was at school. The other child was at school. She frantic in this grocery store. She don't know what to do. So other people start coming around her to help her. And she said the voice, she just knew her daughter was in danger because the voice sounds so much like her. So I'm just only telling you, you don't know who you around that could be envious and jealous of you, that can be plotting up against you, looking and thinking that you have a little bit more than they have, and they would take any means necessary to take it. So I want you to be mindful of um these text messages, even though people know, if you a person and you real gullible with information, and I'm saying that because when people used to say Demetrius did such and such, oh, I just knew that he did it. I just knew he had such and such driving his car. Back in the day, I just knew he did it. I didn't have to. I just knew he did it. But now with AI having it, you have to be careful because they can take your picture. And I hope our profile picture, those pictures that's on Facebook, it is public. The public can get on, even with your page being private, and you feel like the people on there. They can get your picture out there, and that's why a lot of our pictures and information screenshots end up in groups, in the group message. And I'm just saying that. So be very careful that AI is a good thing on some, but AI can be very, very detrimental to others. So, you all be mindful before you get mad at your husband or your wife and you thinking that's a text, or if you thinking that's his voice, be mindful of the messenger who's sending this stuff to you. That if it's somebody who they know they can manipulate you and have you mad at your mate, and Demetrius said that to me too. Angie, they know they how to get you. They know to say all kind of thing because the topic sounds so true. And I was like, Demetrius, I know you did that. Why would you do that? And I'm talking about you all. I went from 180 to 360 so quick, like. And then by the time I had time to clear my head and Demetrius started talking to me, he said, "Why would you let people just get you like that, and you don't even think about it? You just go right off." And I know that's a part of me that I need to work on. I have not mastered it. So we all come to the table with weaknesses. So being able to, to get with your mate and being able, because some people not gonna have time for you to grow up. Some people not gonna have time for you to mature off your insecurities. So you better get it, and you better get it quick. That's what I'm saying. And think about it and tell yourself, like, hey, you know what? In the betterment of my family, this is what I need to do. Demetrius, you got anything
Bless
else?
you.
Thank
No,
you.
ma'am. I went on the comments. I want to hear the comments. I want to hear your voice. I want the American women and the American men speak your voice. Say what you got to say. Tell me your experience about the barbershop and the beauty salon. That's all I got to say, honey bun.
All right. This is the Lee Life Experience Podcast. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
Hi, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far. You are here with the Lee Life Experiences. And remember, if you want to get your topics discussed or get our opinion or our perspective, join us text us at 833-370-1608 and put relationships in the comments.